much for coming to this channel. I did a little video a few minutes ago and it was just a birthday video. I was thinking about getting ready this morning and I was thinking about what do I say today, and I remembered it's my birthday. So I'll talk about things that I'm thankful for and current events. So I'm a teacher. I teach math and I love teaching math, and I just remembered I forgot to get my AirPods. Sometimes they don't really connect when I'm just, I'll try them, see what happens. These AirPods have a better microphone if they work right, and we'll see. So I am going to just talk today about myself. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. My name is Cindy, and I'm a teacher, I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, and I'm a YouTuber. So I like to just come on here and talk about things that are happening, teacher life, just general things. New Hampshire weather. The weather right now is very cold. Yesterday it got up into the 50s. Now today it's like 25, around 25 degrees, which is ridiculous. It's very cold again. Yesterday I wore like a raincoat that was thin. It was raining, and today I'm wearing a winter coat again because it's freezing. So I'm on my way to school right now, and I'm driving in New Hampshire, and I started these car chats because I wanted to share the scenery. It's so beautiful on my way to school, and so we're still doing it. And you can see in the background we have a little bit of snow. Yesterday a lot of it melted because we were in the 50s, but today it's back to cold, so it's back to freezing. And it is March, so we can, I think there's a saying for March, in like a lion, out like a lamb, something like that. So we'll see what happens. March is the time to think about your garden, getting ready for the springtime. March is a time to, you know, finish up winter. I have some kids that are doing ski clubs, so they have a couple more weeks of that. March is a time to look forward to spring, and for school, March is kind of a hunker down, get the work done month, because you know spring is coming and you're gonna lose your focus because the nice weather always makes it hard to just sit and do work, right? We want to go outside and enjoy the fresh air. So I feel like school-wise, March is a really get the work done type month, yes. So thanks for coming, Thanos. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. I'm in Cindy sharing my morning drive to school, and the sky is really pretty this morning. It's blue with a few white clouds, just like a perfect sky that you'd see in the in a like on a painting or something. And so yesterday it got into the 50s, and today it is like 25. So the wind was crazy, and I have a lot of big trees near my house, so it was a little like, I hope they stay intact. So it was very, very windy this morning when I was kind of waking up, and I think it was because of the drastic change in temperature. But it's a good morning, good morning. I did a little video before this one a few minutes ago, and just saying it's my birthday, and if you can just give me a thumbs up to show some support for this birthday girl, I'd really appreciate it. And I was trying to think about what I'm going to talk today about in this car chat, and I figured I would talk about the things that I am thankful for. I live in New Hampshire. New Hampshire is called, it's kind of a sad name, but live free or die. And it's, people come to New Hampshire from other countries. People come to other country or to the state from other states. And I really love New Hampshire. And I feel like we have a lot of people who've lived here like all their lives. My grandparents lived in New Hampshire. Well, my grandfather came from Canada. His family came from Canada, I think, before his parents, probably before he was born. And then he was born in New Hampshire, I believe. And I have to check that one out. But he lived in New Hampshire, not far from where I live now, with 9 brothers, 1 sister. And so that he kind of has a little bit of a sad story in his life, but he did live in New Hampshire from the time he was born till he was, till he died. He did die I'm not sure his exact age, but in his 70s. And then my grandmother, she lived in New Hampshire too. Her whole life, she hardly ever went out of New Hampshire. I think she went to Maine a few times. She went to Minnesota once to visit her daughter in Minnesota. That was momentous because she was not one to travel in any way at all. So, she was very much a New Hampshire person through and through. And there's a lot of people in this state like that, but then there's a lot of people who have come to this state. Oh my goodness, there's a guy driving, I don't know if you saw that in the video. He has his top down on his car. He has a little sports car and he has his top down. At least that's what it looks like. I didn't get a close-up of it, but it looks like the top is down. I don't know how he can stand it. It's freezing. I'm cold in this car, even though it's just cold this morning. Wow. Okay. So it's sunny though. Anyway, there's a lot of different types of people that live in New Hampshire. It's a great state. We have ocean on one side. We have mountains. We have lakes. We have lots of trees. We have lots of great hikes you can do. So many wonderful, picturesque types of things you can do in the state. And I love it here. I grew up in New Hampshire, and then during college, I went to college in South Carolina, and then I went to live in Wisconsin because my father got a job out there, and I was newly married, and we visited my parents, and we really liked it. So we moved out to Wisconsin. So we lived out of the state for about, I think it's altogether like 9 years or so. And then we ended up coming back to New Hampshire when my oldest was 5, I believe. We actually came back and stayed with my in-laws for a little while, and we ended up coming back into New Hampshire. I feel like God kind of moved us here, and we've been here ever since. I've been in the house I'm living in right now for over 20 years, like 23 years, something like that. And so, as being married, this is the longest. We lived in one place. We lived in South Carolina. We lived in Wisconsin, and then we came back. We lived in Massachusetts for a couple of years because that's where his parents lived, and then we came to New Hampshire, and we've been here ever since. So New Hampshire is my home state as well as my, the place I've landed since I got married and stuff. So we love New Hampshire, and I'm a teacher. I homeschooled for many years. When we first moved to our house, I homeschooled, and then as my older ones got older and I was able to teach, I went to a school, a private Christian school, and I was able to teach while my kids they went to school there. And so I've done that for the last about 10 years. And that's where I'm headed now. I'm headed to school. I do not teach in my school in my town, but I was on the school board for the last 3 years to participate in our local school board. And then I was also got voted in as library trustee, and I am on that board right now. And then November 8th, when we had the national election, I also got voted in as a state representative. And New Hampshire has 400 state representatives, and we're basically volunteers. We get $100 per year for this community service. And so I have a substitute at my school for the days that I miss. And then so it's working out okay. It's worth the experience. It's an amazing experience to be in the State House, and we have been voting. Yesterday was a voting day. We were there from 9 a.m. and then we take a break for lunch, about an hour break, and then we can reconvene in the afternoon, and we were there from about 1:15 till 5. It was quite an amazing day. This is the New Hampshire State House, and you can even go on YouTube and you can watch the New Hampshire State House, the entire session, but it's like 8 hours long. So and I will tell you, the last 10 minutes of March 6th is worth watching. It was quite amazing if you like that kind of thing. So thank you for watching this video, and give me a thumbs up because it's my birthday today. And I just wanted to say I'm really thankful that I'm thankful for my family, of course, first of all, because without them, I couldn't do the things that I'm doing. And I appreciate them, and they are my foundation, right? My why. And I have 13 children, and I have 8 grandchildren. And I go to school right now. I have 2 kids still in school, and I teach also. I went to college to be a teacher, to be a math teacher. I majored in math education. And so that's what I'm doing right now, and I love it. And I love being at the State House with all the opinionated people. It can get kind of tough sometimes when you disagree on an issue, but that's practice, right? I think we need more practice with that in this country. Like, we know people have freedom of speech, but it's hard for us sometimes to be patient to listen to other people who might have a different opinion. I like to be among the opinionated. I like to be among those who work really hard. People that are in the State House are not all, like, some of them might be independently wealthy. I don't know who's who. I don't know who the rich people are, but some people might be wealthy. Some people, maybe they have, support. Their husband or wife is wealthy, so they have time for these things. Maybe they have a business that runs itself while they're gone. Maybe. But, for the most part, the majority of the people are juggling one job as well as this job. And it can be a lot. Like, I could be at the State House every single day. And I kind of wish I could, but I'm at school, and that's kind of my first priority. But there are committees going every single day from, I think they start like in February to April, I think. And I can see where, we like term limits and everything, but I can see where people who are experienced are able to, they know all the ins and outs of the processes and everything. Being new, you just feel like everything's so new, you don't know what's happening next. So I kind of believe in term limits, but I do believe that people should be more involved, and like we should be more knowledgeable about what goes on in our town, in our community, in our state house, and we should have more of a pool of people that want to be involved and know what to do once they get in there. So yeah, we are I'm just doing what I can, and I feel like it's not that much, but sometimes people say thank you, so that's nice. And I feel honored to be a part of the State House thing right now. And there are a lot of good people. Like there's a lot of frustrating things about the government. And one thing is that when you see something that you don't like, it takes a long time to fix it. For example, we voted yesterday to in New Hampshire, we have state inspection stickers, and every year of your birthday, you have to get your car inspected. You have to register it with the town, and you have to get it inspected. And a lot of times they'll say you need new brakes, you need new tires, the tires aren't going to pass, we have emissions situations with cars. And so some people are like, I don't want to do away with that because I want my car to be inspected and I want other people to get their car inspected, which I agree with. But the one guy that said he's been at this for like 9 years, he said, and we've been trying to reform the program, make it better, but we keep getting rejected, so we're just going to do away with it. And I think there'll be a new thing that comes up that like your yearly checkup for your car, but it's not like mandatory by law that you would do it. Because right now, if you have to register your car, then you have 10 days to get your car inspected. And you have to, so that means like if something's wrong with your car, the guy has to hurry up and get it done, or you have to get it done somewhere, whatever, but you only have 10 days, and then if you get caught without the right inspection sticker, then you pay a fine. So it's kind of a big process. So we voted yesterday to do away with the inspection sticker, but that took years in the making. And so government is a slow process, and it's hard. It's hard sometimes when you know that certain things need to be fixed and it can't be fixed fast enough. The wind is really crazy today. But you can see the beautiful sky is really nice. I love it. And thank you for the thumbs up, and I appreciate it. That's my birthday gift. If you just give this video a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. And I thank you to all of my friends who come back and watch the replay. I know a lot of my friends work and they're driving to school or getting started on their day when I'm doing these car chats, and they come back and watch. So thank you for that. If you have any questions for me, please post in the comments below, and I'd love to answer your questions. Make some comments, and every kind of participation that you do on my channel will help me to get more viewers. Every time I do a video, I get a couple more viewers. I'm not sure, if it's because of this video or because they're watching another video, but I don't know. They say, hey, keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and, things will get better. I don't know. I love my friend Cherie Burlington. If you love art, check out her channel. It's by her name, Cherie Burlington. and she is doing gel printing. You get this template and it's gel, and you put paint on it, you put stencils on it, all kinds of things, and you make paper, like colored paper, that you can use for different types of projects. So she's a great artist, and her channel is going crazy. People love her stuff, and I'm so happy for her. So I want to give her a shout out. Thank you, Cherie, for all of your awesomeness, and thank you that you decided to do a YouTube channel. And I can't wait to get going on my gel painting, because I got a gel plate, I got the glass plate, I got what else? I got a few stencils, and I'm gonna try it myself, see how it goes. And I'm probably gonna set up a time to do it with Cherie sometime. So that'll be fun. And I love art, and I love to knit. I'm still knitting, still crocheting. We have our crochet club. And a friend of mine gave me some yarn. I got like 4 totes full of yarn. I don't know. I had my friend that substituted for me yesterday, and she asked me if she could have some. I'm like, sure. And it was really great. So I just love it when people are so helpful. You just put something up on Facebook. I need donations. We're doing a project, and the donations come in full force. So I've gotten a lot of yarn, and we can keep these crochet club kids crocheting for a very long time. So it's really fun. And so thank you so much for coming to this video. I hope you have a great day. I hope it's nice weather where you are, and I hope that you have lots of things to be thankful for today. I am hoping that today will be a good day. I'm thinking it will be. Yeah, it's hard to try to manage, doing your classroom as well as have a sub, but my sub is great. She's just I told the students, just pretend she's me, and she's just going to carry on the way I would. She knows all of the things. She follows directions really well. The kids love her. She's a good teacher, and so I'm really thankful for her, and thankful for this car that I have, because I bought this car when I got this job, and I knew I wanted first of all, I wanted a Forester, Subaru Forester, because my daughter got one used during 2020, and it has done her very well. And I thought, that's the kind of car I want. It's a little kind of SUV thing, and it's cute, and they last. And then I started looking at RAV4s, and there's a man in my church that has had his RAV4 for ever since I've known him, which has been a long time. And I thought, I see a lot of these RAV4s around. I think those cars must last. And so I started looking at those, and I got this car, and so it's lasted me well. I'm really thankful for it. So if I didn't have this car running well, I wouldn't be able to get to school every day. So thank you so much for coming to this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the birthday comments and thumbs up. Maybe this video can be the one that can get me the watch time that I need. I think you need 3,000 hours of watch time, and I have maybe half of that. So I really have a lot of work to do. I need to find a video that's just the right video that everybody loves to watch. My favorite, my most watched video is the video about putting fur on my coat, which isn't this coat, it's my other coat. I have a coat that had fur around the hood, and when I washed it, I think I washed it, no, wait a minute. I think I washed it and I forgot to take the fur part off or something. And so then I started looking to see if I can, you know, get a new piece of fur for it. You can wear it with or without the fur. But I looked on Amazon and they have just the fur and you button it onto your coat hood. So what you do is you sew buttons on your hood and then you know, attach the fur onto the buttons with little loops. And so I have a video about that. And that way you can take that fur off and put it on. I could put fur on this coat, but this coat was my daughter's. I don't have fur on it right now, but I could. And this one's black, so I don't end up having to wash it as much. And it is very warm, so I kind of rotate between the two coats. So anyway, thank you for coming to this video. I hit some traffic here when I'm off the exit, but we're almost there. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the birthday greetings, and I'm gonna sign off and I will see you next time.